Hi everyone, this is Elena from Mirrix Looms. Today I'm going to show you how to warp a Mirrix loom with the Shasta Combs using the method with a top and bottom coil. For this method, you will need a bottom spring kit on your loom and matching top and bottom coils. This method is good for tapestry weaving or bead weaving and can be used with the shedding device, and it will allow you to warp at any set that you have warp coils for. So you can warp it at 16 or 18 or 22 dents per inch. Right now I have 12 dent warp coils on the loom, so we'll be warping for 12 dents per inch. The first thing that you need to do to set up your loom is to turn your wing nuts to set the desired height of your loom. Next, you will put your bottom and top warp coils onto your loom, and you will put the Shasta Combs on your loom. The top Shasta comb should be placed on the loom just like this with the tines facing up, and the bottom comb should be placed on the loom like this with the tines facing down. Now, if when you put your combs on the loom, they are starting to fall off, you can just take a piece of string and tie around either of the combs that aren't feeling stable, and as you warp, you can just remove that piece. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our warp and tie to one of the tines. It can be on the top or the bottom. Then we are going to bring our warp down through one of the dents, which is the spaces in the top warp coil, and the same thing on the bottom. And then we're going to wrap around one of the tines on the bottom. When we come back up, then we will just go into the next dent over and on the bottom coil, and then the same on the top coil. Now, when we get to the top, we need to wrap around another tine. Depending on the set that you are weaving at, you may have to wrap twice around the same tine. So we started on this tine, we're gonna wrap around that same one. Basically, you just need to do whatever works. You'll know when you need to move over and wrap around the next tine. Then we're just going to continue. So we'll go to the next dent over on the top, the next dent over on the bottom, then we're just going to wrap around the same tine on the bottom again, now into the next dent. So we're just zigzagging up the loom, making sure to place our warp threads in the spaces, the dents in the warp coils as we go. Now we're at the top and it looks like we're over a little bit further, so now we're just going to wrap around that next tine, and we're just going to continue doing this, going through the dents and then wrapping around the tines as we get there. So I'm going to come up to the top, and I'm actually going to move over to the next tine because it looks like that is where we are. So you can see that which tine you wrap around on the top or on the bottom doesn't really matter, but depending on what your set is, you may have to wrap multiple times around a certain tine. You just want the warp thread to be relatively straight, parallel at the top. But what is setting your set is going to be this warp coil here, so it doesn't matter too much how many times you're wrapping, which tine you are wrapping around. So we're just going to continue on like that. I think I'm going to wrap around that one again, go through the next. It's very, very, very easy. Then when you have finished, you will just tie off on the last tine and tighten your tension, and then you can set up to weave. Refer back to our Shasta Combs warping PDF for information on how to put the shedding device on your loom. It's the same as the regular Shasta comb warping method. And if you are ready to start weaving without the shedding device, you can just tie a base string here onto your loom. This is also described in the instructions, and you can start weaving right there. So very easy warping method, and it's wonderful because it allows you to weave with your warp thread spaced many different ways.